do not trust anybody with your portfolio 100%. You just put on your sprinting boot them and you run in the opposite direction. Nobody top run till you reach Guinness World Record or whatever is in one name. Money, me want to see my account. Me want to see it. See my idea, I see my account there and I saw me on it depend. We married, we in a this, we lock on. Me want to see my account. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to figure out if stocks are a scam. Yes, I'm jumping right into it. In fact, I'm going to unmask the stock market to figure out if it is a scam or not. And spoiler alert, I already know the answer. So spoiler alert, you may want to stick around. So here we go. I hope you've had your coffee. I've just had my coffee. So you know I've got all this energy in the world. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about something that I get all the time. Anna, can stocks really make me rich? Can I really get rich from the stock market? Anna, is the stock market a scam? Anna, I know the stock market is a scam. So why are so many people investing in the stock market? Am I like a super genius to have figured this out? Anna, give me the skinny on this. And all I have to say is, first of all, did you subscribe to my channel? Did you press the notification bell? Never saw that coming, did you? You know we locked in. Go ahead and subscribe and press the notification bell because I upload all random days and times, okay? All right, now that's out of the way. I am going to start with this topic by telling you a story about my investment journey and how I started getting to the mindset that I'm at right now, honey, because just when I tell you, people who saying stocks are a scam, I wish I could say that, you know, you're like, I don't even understand where you're coming from with this. I wish I could say you are reaching. I wish I could say that you're just, you know, paranoid. But the reality is I can't 100% say that, and I want to share my story with you. The year was, spoiler alert, I don't know the year because my memory is absolute garbage. Everybody should know this by now. I only remember salient points. So the year was at some point in my life, and this is before I really got into my financial journey, before I really got into my personal financial journey. This is before I started really learning about finance things. I was already working at Sagicor, get this, as a financial advisor. I know, but I will say my job was to sell insurance. So yeah, I know about life insurance, I know about critical illness insurance, I know about all the insurance policies in the world, but I don't really know about finance things. That's not my job. I'm actually not even, I never even spent 4 years in school studying banking and finance and all this. I went to law school, okay? And then I decided to just like, whoop, no more law. Let's just like, you know, go do insurance instead. But I'm there, I'm making more money than I made at my last job. And so I'm like, yeah, this is a life, but I need to be sensible and financially responsible. But I hadn't decided that I needed to lock in and invest in my financial literacy. But I didn't know, say, I'm supposed to go open my account. I didn't know, say, some stock something. So I'm going to just do some stock something. So I walk into this investment house. I walk in and I'm like, hello, I am here to start my financial journey. I would like some stocks, please. And then they're like, yeah, absolutely, sure. We can open a brokerage account for you. I'm like, yeah, brokerage account? Sounds great. Do I know what a brokerage account is? No. But I'm like, yeah, this sounds amazing. This sounds like I'm gonna make some money, honey. Like, y'all know this. Did you see how I walked up in here? Did you hear my clack high heels? I'm ready to make some money up in this. So they're like, yeah, say less, follow us. Here are the documents, sign here, sign there, sign there. And I'm like, this is easy as shit. Okay. They're like, well, you gotta put money in the account now. So how this is gonna work is you really just, you can just call us and let us know when you wanna buy a stock, or send us an email, let us know when you wanna buy a stock. But you know, or bankers will call you and let you know when a stock is hot. You know when bankers used to call me? They used to call me when IPOs used to come out, when IPOs and APOs were coming out. Did I know what an IPO or APO was? Absolutely not. But this is me. I'm just sending all money to the account because I'm like, yeah, I'm getting my life together and all. This is the jam. And, you know, they're going to just like buy stuff for me. But you know what I always noticed? Every time they call me to tell me about this brand new, spanking new opportunity, you have to get involved. I'll be like, yeah, this sounds great. And then they'll be like, well, just send me an email to tell me to do it. I always found it interesting, but I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll send an email to let you know that this is what I want you to do. But you know where it becomes dangerous? When you don't know what you're doing. Like, you as a client don't know what you're doing. You don't know what IPOs are, you don't know what APOs are, you don't know what stocks really work. You're just doing what you're told and you don't understand shit. Because let me tell you what happened. I'm there sending money to the account, sending money. Every time an IPO comes up, I get a call, or anytime some special stocks movement was happening, I get a call and I'll be like, yeah, this sounds lit. So I'll be sending money over there. I'm not really keeping up with the account at all. This is not like online stuff, you know, you can just log on and check and all this. So I'm here thinking that I'm, you know, on my journey and stuff. And to be honest, I didn't put like $500 billion in the account or $1 trillion. In fact, I'm not even gonna cap. I didn't put more than 500,000 in the account, or maybe even 600,000 in the account over time, right? So, you know, I'd get a call, I send 50 grand. I'd get a call, I send 100 grand. So it's things like that. Now, I decided to start my stocks journey, my financial literacy journey. So I'm literally like going ham at this. I'm like, yeah, I made my own lesson plan and stuff. I figure I Google, what should I know about stocks? Tell me right now, like give me a list of things to know about stocks. And I'm diving in, I'm buying books, I'm reading books, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm watching YouTube, I'm doing a bunch of things. I learn things now, so I'm like, yeah, time to do the practical. I already have a stocks account, right? A brokerage account. So let me request a statement and see if what I learned is on the statement. I request the statement, and I don't remember the numbers, but let's say I sent 500,000 to the account over time, which I knew at that point exactly how much I sent to the account. Because when it comes to money when me have, and money when me spend, and when me supposed to spend, and money when me supposed to get, remember them something there. The problem, remember when I eat yesterday, but remember how much money me supposed to get, and remember how much money me supposed to have. Remember them something there. So when we get the statement, all me do, I never check to see how much money me have. Right? Probably how much the portfolio value, but I never check to see how much money me put in. That much should I say. So I get the statement, and I'm like, tell me why the account is something like 300,000. The value of the portfolio is 300,000, for argument's sake. So let's say I put in 500,000 and the value of the portfolio is 200,000. Tell me why, on God's green earth, tell me why, on God good up Sunday or whatever day today, see me never know the day today, my portfolio gone on at 200,000. So now you're like, see, pause the video, see, I knew it. I knew stocks are a scam. I didn't need this girl to tell me stocks are a scam. Because look how she lose 200,000. Like, duh, scam. But here's what happened. You see how it's all them call about IPO? Yes, you can make money from IPOs and APOs, but you have to be doing this with a strategy. You have to do this with a strategy. And this is why the lessons that I'm going to share today, they feed from this story. You have to do the strategy. So what was happening was, I am buying stocks, or stocks were being bought on my behalf, I should say, and the market start moving, the value of the stock start decline, and my position remained the same. So I buy a stock for $2, for example, market move in the opposite direction of where I wanted it to move, and then it now set value $1. So now me lose a whole dollar off of my money, because me never did, a correspond with, first of all, we were working with a strategy, and I don't think we were working with, we don't work with no strategy. Plus, I wasn't watching that because, remember, I have a banker or whatever, you know what I mean? So, I'm here thinking stocks are a scam, and stay with me. I decide I'm going to continue with my journey of learning about stocks because there must be something that I am missing. Because me look at all of them money people here, and the money people, what them having in common, all of them have stocks. They probably don't have just stocks. Let them have stocks, real estate and all this. But they all have stocks. So I'm like, clearly I'm missing something. And if it's one thing that I've ever done in my life is when I'm trying to achieve something, I try to find somebody who's done it before and I copy the living shit out of them. So I'm like, this person, these rich money people, wealthy money people, they have purchased stocks. They purchased stocks. So I'm missing something. So I kept learning. And then, my job, I met a man. Let's call him a gentleman because he's so nice. I met a gentleman, much older gentleman. He doesn't have a 9 to 5 job. He's retired, but you know, he works. I mean, I guess consults. He doesn't work because he has to. He just, you know, out in these streets. I don't know. But anyway, I met this man, fast forward, and guess what? He pays his bills, his monthly bills, from income from the stock market. Jamaican stock market. So I'm like, come teach me right. So me nah let you, move out of my sight not till you teach me two things. Because where you mean to pay your bills on one time from money from the Jamaican stock market? Him start tell me things. Him start teach me things. And how me stay? If you tell me that the sky is blue, me now wait for see you back again for you teach me more about the sky is blue. Me just want to hear the sky is blue. And then me go and research everything about the sky is blue, and then eventually I go figure out the sky is blue. So he better tell me 1 or 2 things, but because I was like heavily researching and reading up on all this, I could, you know, like it accelerated my learning pace. So now that I've gotten to this point of the story, I'm sure you would have been able to pick up a few lessons or talking points as to whether you can like get wealthy or get rich from the stock market, or if stocks are a scam. Now that you've heard the story, we can now get into the thing. The first thing is this: you need to understand that if you are going to invest in the stock market, you need to understand that fundamentally the stock market is risky. There is nobody investing in the stock market who's taking on 0% risk. Nobody. Everybody who's invested in the stock market, everybody, from people who invest 100 Jamaican dollars, people who invest 100 million Jamaican dollars, everybody's taking on a risk. You know why? And this is the first thing that you can use to catch a scam, not just with stocks, but catch a scam financially. Nobody knows what is going to happen in the stock market. Nobody knows unless they're doing insider trading, which is illegal, or they are Nostradamus and they know what is going to happen in the future. Nobody knows what is going to happen. All we are out here doing is we are looking at past performance and we're trying to make a guess, like, albeit an educated guess, as to what is going to happen. So when you hear somebody come and position themselves like, I can make you make money from stocks 100%, you just put on your sprinting boot them and you run in the opposite direction. Nobody top run till you reach Guinness World Record or whatever is in one name. Run. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. Even if you check the investment houses and check the investment products or instruments, they will say in the fine print that past performance is not indicative of future performance. And that means that this is how this performed last year, but even if it performed so, it's not guaranteed that it's going to do this next year. Nobody knows. Listen, understand that. Once you understand that, the next thing you need to know is, based on the law of demand and supply, if the market goes up, it has to come back down. This literally like gravity and oxygen. You hear how fixed and finite those things are? It's the same way this rule works. So if the stock market goes up and you see coming back down and you start panicking yourself, don't do that. Because literally, it's just a rule. Like, if the market goes up, it has to come back down. If the market is down, it has to come back up. Law of demand and supply. The more people want a stock, the more the price is gonna go up, hence up. The fewer people want a stock, the more the price is gonna go down. And you know what has to happen? There has to be people who will want to sell. There have to be people who will want to buy. So once you understand this, you will understand that, all right, fine, investing in the stock market with certain people can be a scam. But if I understand fundamentals, like, you know, first of all, when I dip my foot in any at all, it's a risk that I'm taking on. Number 2, law of demand and supply. So the market has to go up and it has to come back down. If it comes down, it does not mean it is a scam. So to go back to the fundamental question, can you make money from the stock market? This is my answer. You not only can become rich from the stock market, but you can also become wealthy, honey. You can become wealthy. So let me tell you why I'm saying you can become wealthy. Let's go back to the second part of my story, when I told you I met the gentleman who changed my whole perspective on stocks. The first thing you have to do in your stocks journey is, aside from learning, because that is fundamental, you have to learn. My rule is, don't ever trust anybody with your brokerage account 100%. Nobody at all. Don't trust nobody with not even just brokerage account. Don't trust anybody with no stocks account that you have 100% at all. We don't need this. You don't need it. We have so many avenues available to us right now, so many resources available to us right now, that we don't need to be paying for the luxury of not seeing our accounts, because that's really what you're paying for. Is I'm paying for the luxury of you to just deal with all of this so I don't have to see it. And honey, if you're gonna ask me to pay you money to not see my account, give me my money. Me want to see my account. Me want to see it. See my item here, I see my account there and I saw me on it depend. We married, we in this, we lock on. Me want to see my account. So now you're wondering, well, what one to the professional them, one must use a professional them for? Absolutely. They're there for you to be, for you to use, I guess. But you hear me say, don't trust anybody 100% with your money. Even if you're going to trust the professional them, you need to understand what they're doing and you need to see it. For you to understand what they're doing, you're going to have to invest in your knowledge. You have to invest in your financial education and your financial literacy. And it's not as hard as society makes it out to be. From me start a video, press record and say, come guys, we talk about this. You know, say me I come tell you say you can do it too. I'm not going to do a video talk about things where you can do. So trust me, it's not as hard as society makes it out to be. Step one, aside from learning about basics and stuff like how stock market work and all this. By the way, if you want to learn how the stock market works and you want an in-depth education about this, you can join my financial program, the Money Society. Money Society Chef's Kiss. It is 5 months long. It's like 5 months to master your finances, and one of those months I dedicate to teaching stocks. It is my favorite topic to teach. I've taught over 1,000 clients at this point, more than 1,000 clients at this point, but it's my baby, honey. So if you want to join, it is opening this week. And you know the spots usually go fast, so grab your spot if you want to lock in for the next 5 months. Now that the ad break done, let's go back to this. Step one is you need to figure out your goal, your investment goal, because here, get this, your investment goal determines your strategy, and you need to be investing with a strategy in order to see real results. Most times people start investing, you buy like a 1 or 2 stock and you say, then that's all I make. Fam, if you invest we invest based on vibes. You invest, you don't know what the company do, you don't know how much money them make, you don't know who them owe, you don't know what them future performance look like, you don't know what them future plans look like. You just buy stocks because somebody make one song about it, and then you're surprised that now make no money, and you're surprised that your portfolio not moving. Listen, you have to invest with a strategy for this thing to work. Go read up on Warren Buffett. You know how long Warren Buffett took to become Warren Buffett? It's because he was investing with a strategy over decades. But back to the point, your goal determines your strategy. Are you trying to get passive income, right? Passive income is a goal in and of itself, right? Are you trying to secure retirement income, meaning money are coming and you don't have to work none at all? That can be another goal in and of itself. Next, are you trying to get quick cash? So that's a goal in and of itself. I don't subscribe to that goal, but it is still a goal, and you still need to know what you are working with. You still need to know what you're working towards and working for. Now, aside from that, your goal determines your strategy, and your strategy determines your risk level. The first 2 goals that I gave to you, they employ strategies that are not as high risk. The last goal, which is to make money quick, it's called day trading. It's a thing, and you can make some sort of money out of it, but it is risky. It's risky, bad. You understand? All right. So the first 2 goals. The first one is passive income. You're looking at strong, consistent, dividend-paying stocks. So the gentleman I met, his portfolio is heavily littered with strong and consistent dividend-paying stocks. Hence, he has a constant supply of cash in order to pay his bills, right? The next goal being retirement income. You're looking at blue chip stocks. Blue chip stocks are companies that have been around for decades. Decades. Like Grace is over 100 years old. those are companies that you're looking at, and that's why it's not as risky, because these companies have been around forever and ever, amen. In fact, a lot of these companies form the cornerstone of the Jamaican economy. If them tumble down and kick over, then you can call it to the whole of Jamaica tumble down and kick over. You understand? The sun is now upward in my eyes, so let me just, I'm just going to step back with this. Blue chip companies are companies that have been around for a long time, and that's why it's not as risky. But remember what we talked about earlier? Once you put your foot in the market, you are going to take on some amount of risk. It's just the strategy determines the risk level. You get what I said? So usually what happens is the people who come back and say stocks are scam, either them probably look to do day trading, then put in money today, and then they might try to see if they can make some, they might go sell it back tomorrow, they might go want to know when to sell again, and then when they go sell the money, then not get the money what they want, or them forget to go sell. Because guys, that happened with my portfolio in the first part of the story, and I said them they forget to sell. But usually for this for work, for this, you're buying with IPOs. It's not something you can just left and come with your business. You have to have a strategy, right? And that's why when you're buying every single IPO, the stock price is going to go up because the stock market work, right? In Jamaica at least. And then it's going to come back down because people are walk away now. People are sell. They make the money and they're selling. They're not really looking to stay invested in this company that has issued an IPO. They just wanted to make money. They were practicing something close, similar to day trading. So when you sit down in the same way and the stock price has do this because everybody has sell, that's how the value of your portfolio go down. So a lot of things have happened for people to say that stocks are a scam, and that's why I can't say that I don't understand where you're coming from, because I get it, Obviously, if you put in 500,000 on your account, you come back and say 300,000, you're going to say, this is a scam. Can I get my money back? They say no. You're like, scam. However, a lot of it is nuanced, and it is just that you need to put in some time and you need to invest in education to learn to do it for yourself, right? On top of this, guys, stocks can be great. I told you, stocks can make you wealthy, but you have to put in time. I need you to stop this get rich quick mentality. Again, research Warren Buffett and see how long it took Warren Buffett to become Warren Buffett. When I say time, I don't mean a year, I don't mean 2 years, I don't even mean 5 years, right? You have to invest in companies that you're willing to stick it out with for the long haul, which is why it's important to look to the company and beyond, the stock price, I said the stock price, I said that. Look to the company itself, because you have to be willing to stick it out for the long haul in order to see that value, that movement in your portfolio. The portfolio does not move like this, because this is what people expect to see. This is not real life. This is how even a portfolio that's positively performing, this is how it's going to look. You see it go down, go up and go down, but you see man still a go up same way. That is how it looks. It now gonna look like this, and this is what people expect to see. So when it start to this and you stop right so and say money gone, scam, and you gonna tell your friends it's a scam. You see how it's also not 100% accurate. You have to invest in a strategy, and then you can make some real money from the portfolio, from the stock market. I'm telling you. Can you imagine if you're not forever play like bill a day in your life, because money just come in every year, and the amount of money coming for free every year? So for example, dividends. Dividends basically are just like a reward. You invest in a company, the company makes some profit, and they said, hey, we're gonna split up the profit amongst our shareholders. So here they give us money, just to say, I guess, like a reward for investing in us. Can you imagine if you get enough of that then the dividends a year, and it's equivalent to you to where your light bill come up to a year time, and that means you don't ever have to pay a light bill again? You have to think like that, right? You have to think like that. It's very long term. That's why anybody who comes to you and talk about how, I know away from it. Yeah, I'm the bestest ever stocks broker ever in life, and I can flip your portfolio from 50 grand to $5 million in 5 days. Side eye. Just you go look at the Jamaica Stock Exchange website right now and go look at how much these companies are paying in dividends. They're paying like 75 cents Jamaican, y'all. 75 cents Jamaican, and that's a good stock, right? Now figure out how many of those stocks you have to buy, you have to own to get enough money to pay your bills, or to get enough money for say them can give you, and then go figure out how much each stock is being sold for. Then multiply that price by the number of stocks you have and see how much money you have to put in to get what them say. they can give to you. That sounds way too easy, way too good to be true, and we need to start listening to our intuition. Okay, so to answer your question in wrapping up the video, are stocks a scam? No, they're not a scam. Can they be perceived to be a scam? I can see why some people would say it's a scam, but it usually comes down to not enough knowledge, right? Or you're not investing with a strategy. Can the stock market make you rich? It can not only make you rich, it can make you wealthy. Y'all with me? All right. So the phrase for today to let me know that you watch all the video is, I have to invest in companies, not stocks. I know that's confusing, but may I come back in our next video, come explain it soon, right? I have to invest in companies, not stocks. The long and short of it is you have to look beyond the stock price and look at the companies, right? Okay? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Yay!